Happy February, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This one's for you. Why did I do this? We are heading into February, which is Aquarius season, part Pisces season, so very foreign to your energy. We have airy fairy and very flowy and fluid, whereas you're a static earth sign. So this might push your boundaries a little bit, push you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but it is exciting to see it nonetheless. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maggie, also known as Spring Loon Oracle over on all the socials. I'm a tarot reader, past life regression practitioner, astrologist, and all those witchy woo-woo sort of things. Every single month here on YouTube, I do card readings for every single individual sign. Today is for the three earth signs, and I will give one for each of the signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I also make other witchy, spiritual, and just cozy sorts of content, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, stay a little while, hit that subscribe. I'm so happy to have you here in my witchy cozy space. But today we're going to be doing some readings starting with Taurus, and make sure you stay to the very end of the video because I will be putting some astrological dates that you should be looking out for as an earth sign. But without further ado, let's just jump into the reading starting with Taurus. Happy February, Taurus! How are you? I hope you're doing well. This is a really interesting month here to start out on. You have something you either need to get off your chest, you have something you need to ask for, you need to advocate for something, you need to use your voice this month. I see a lot of different Tauruses here, some advocating for themselves, some asking for help, some like setting something straight and getting something off their chest, or maybe you are doing a bit of all of the above. But we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So this is really balanced energy in communication and clarity. Being like, you know what? I know what I want, and this is what I want. I know what I deserve, and this is what I deserve. I see things clearly, and here's the tea. We have the king and the queen. So knowing that also not just using this voice and stepping into that is something you need to do, but knowing that it will also return to you and work for you as well. So this is your push, Taurus, to say what needs to be said. I don't know if you need to advocate for your health. I don't know if you need to ask for help. I don't know if you have to be like, all right, I've had enough, or it's time for me to share something that's been weighing on me or something I've been holding close to my chest. But it's time to use that voice and speak up, whatever that means. Especially because we pulled the Chariot on top of this, which is that yin and yang, light and dark energy, just like the king and queen that we have at the front here. It's like you're ready to go, you're driving forwards. This needs to be your focus because you've been kind of looking, being like, if only things were different, I'd be further. If only I had said something earlier, I'd be further. If only I'd done something earlier, I'd be further. If only things had worked out a certain way. And it's like, you know what? It's time to stop thinking about I wish, I wish, I wish in the past and being like, it's time to make it happen in the future. And the first way to do that is by really stepping into that voice. I think for some of you, it's right at the beginning of the reading. So you've been maybe doing this somewhat for a while or really like ruminating on it, but now it's like, this is the last push. This is that big time to make it happen because this is a month of karma for you. So of actions that have been building up, paying out. So if you've been working really hard towards something, you'll most likely see a payout this month, Taurus. If you've been waiting for something, it'll more likely fall in as long as you don't give up on it this month. It's all about the balancing of the scales, being paid what you are due, which is exciting if you've been really waiting for answers or really trying hard for something. It's saying you don't need a new mindset. You don't need a shift on this. You just need to keep working on it and see it through. It's just that little last push that we're looking for to get you going. I know it's maybe been a bit tiring. I know it's been confusing or maybe scary. I know it's hard to use your voice sometimes when you need to the most, but things are paying off. You're in that last little push now. Don't give up. And the reason I say this is because we have the Hierophant next. We have you taking authority for yourself, or maybe an authority figure like a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, a boss, seeing you and really starting to make things work. We see this really paying off. So those sorts of people, those authority figures, you also need to start speaking towards, and you yourself have to start speaking as your own authoritative figure. Use more authority in that voice, and this next level will be seen. It will be unlocked. This thing you've been working towards, this thing you've been asking for will happen. Because then not only do we have that next level of authority, that next level in life, we also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is where she gets to sit back and abundance gets to flow to her. That thing you've been waiting for gets to come in. Also, some money as well. Maybe if any of you are sort of like hoping that a certain money goal will happen or a certain thing will be obtained, unlocked, something will happen for you. We do have that thing. You don't need to push too hard. You just need to have this focus in your life and know that that is coming as well. And we have the end of the month here, like sticking with that one focus, the end of the month being celebrating something with friends, with a community, with just the people you love in your life. And we also have the Two of Wands, feeling like I have the world in my hands, feeling like, okay, I have some answers. I have that thing I was looking for. I can finally step forwards with it. So all very exciting for you, Taurus. And then we pulled an oracle card. I pulled it from my Fairies Oracle deck. I don't know this one too well because I just got it for Christmas actually from a friend. So I am going to be reading from the guidebook. But the card that you got today is Restoration. So beautiful. Restoration. This card says, when this card is drawn, be aware of where and to whom you devote your energy. There are things in life that might appear attractive or even sexy, but they may not be the best option for you. If you're feeling drained or depleted, don't ignore it. Consider what is making you feel that way and take a step back if you need to. Lean on old comforts and people you know you can trust for restoration. I really see this as like, be careful where you're putting new energy because there's this one focus this month, and allow the rest of it to be really restorative for you, to find some health, to find some love, to find some rest. So there is your reading for the month, Taurus. Good luck on that focus. Good luck on using your voice. I know you can do it. And now let's move on to Virgos. Happy February, Virgos. Happy February. Interesting. Really good energy, but also some energy pulling you down. So let's get into it. We start with the Three of Wands here. So you have a whole new sort of energy, a whole new path opening up to you this month. I don't know if things have been different. I don't know if things have been difficult. I don't know if you've been in a transition period possibly, but there's definitely just a path opening right up for you. The most important thing is that you don't take it too seriously. This is a new chapter of your life. This is a new chapter of your energy. And I want you to just be having fun because we pulled the Six of Cups. Now, for some of you, this may be more of a like working deeply with your inner child card, but I'm really feeling for most of you, this is just like having fun with the beginning of new energy, beginning of a bit more lightness that might be coming up. And you've been holding yourself back and fighting yourself on something for a long time. Maybe there's something you want to start. Maybe there's something you want to do. Maybe there's someone you want to ask out. Maybe there's something new you want to try, somewhere you want to travel, an aspiration you want to chase. And it's like, you know what? Now that I have this space, now that I'm starting to figure some things out, now that I'm starting to feel a bit of a shift recently, maybe I'll try it. Because you've just been holding yourself back. There's always been excuses, whether it is my health isn't good enough, whether it is I don't have time, I have to put this person first, I'm focusing more on this right now. And some of those excuses have been very valid. Like there's such thing as a valid excuse, but right now they're no longer valid. It is time. There's nothing holding you back. You're just fighting yourself on this because look, you're in the energy of opportunity, of saying yes, of things going right. As I was just saying that, we were at 11:11 at the top of the screen. It will be different once I edit, but so many signs are like everything is coming up your way. So have fun with it. Take some action. It doesn't have to be so serious, but it is something that I know that you can do. The only problem is there is something that is pulling you down. It's time to back away from that, maybe cut a cord, maybe set some boundaries because we have the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, it could be doing too much, but a lot of you, it is some people or person in your life with bad intentions. I'll be talking about this later, but we literally did pull the bad company card later. So there's someone who you still have, even if it's just the tiniest little string to still, who sees you sort of shifting, who sees you starting to get things under control, who sees you taking your energy for yourself, getting things going, and is a little jealous or is a little unhappy with this, sees you outgrowing them or sees you doing something that they don't totally vibe with, and this is bringing you down. This could be a significant other, this could be an ex, this could be a boss or someone at work, this could be someone overworking you because they see your potential, this could be someone upset that you're moving on, or this could be a friend who just always needs to be the one on top. But there's someone here with a little bit of bad energy, and it's kind of pushing you down. You should be in total flow with your energy right now. Who you are and how you move throughout the world is starting to get easier and easier. And you should be feeling this way, but a lot of the times you notice this person or just this energy pulling you down. Like you feel really low, you feel really tired, but it's more that this person just sucks that life out of you. Because we do have the Four of Swords saying this is not a time to surrender and be like, oh, well, maybe they'll stop, maybe they'll come around, or, maybe they'll sort of get busy and get better things to do. It's like, no, it's time for you to take action, to be like, okay, I need to nip this in the bud. I need to just cut this right off, because that is what's going to get you closer to these manifestations. All of a sudden, all of this energy will open up and it's going to feel so much better for you. It is going to take some strength. I'm not saying it's going to be easy as being like, all right, see ya, all right, stop it. It is going to take some strength, but the new beginning, it opens. Like when I've been saying there's sort of new energy here, once you cut this thing that's draining you more and that wishes you not totally well out. Look at this. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Fresh new flow through life, abundance coming in. It's like you literally just cut that cord and everything comes in and you're like, I'm ready for this new beginning. It's such a fresh start for you. So I know that can be hard, but it's time to set those boundaries, because you deserve more than people not wishing you to be your best self and have everything you dream for, because you deserve that. You deserve to have everything you dream for. You don't need to be lower than anybody else, and you don't belong to anybody else. So now let's talk about this oracle card, Bad Company. Now I did get these cards for Christmas, so I am going to look in the guidebook here and read, because I don't know it well enough yet to be able to tell you exactly what it means. I mean, we can kind of infer from what it says there, right in the title of the card, Bad Company, and with what we pulled here. But let's see, when this card is drawn, you might be dealing with some negative energy. If you're feeling tired or low, or you're just in a bad mood, do something nice for yourself to replenish good vibes and get back to the place of feeling solid. Bid these people or things that are causing you to feel low goodbye by saying some positive affirmations to yourself or writing them down. Be easy on yourself during this time. Okay, so there's your reading, Virgo. I hope it resonates. I hope that you get what you need out of it this month. Have a beautiful February. You've got this. And now let's move on to Capricorns. Happy February, Capricorn. I hope that you're well. I'm excited about this reading. You pulled Majority Major Arcana, which is when they make up 50% or more of the reading. Major Arcana are those cards that you may be used to, like the Hermit, the Lovers, the Devil, the World, those sorts of cards. But they only make up about 27 to 28% of the deck. So when they come up as 50% or more, that's statistically unlikely. And it's the universe, the guides, whoever you believe in when we're looking at these cards, knocking and being like, hey, there's a lot going on this month. There's a lot of energy you can work with. So pay attention, really listen to this message. And you pulled 50% or more. So let's get in and see this message that is just so important. There is a focus this month, and this is two things. First one being working on your confidence. I feel like maybe there's some things that you really should be more confident in. I mean, I feel like all of us can relate to this, right? But there's some things that you're going to be pushed to do over the next year that requires you to have confidence in yourself. And with the change that is about to come energetically in this month and set you up for the rest of the year, I really think focusing in on working on that confidence, whatever that means to you, however you need to work on it, is going to be really, really, really important this month. The second thing that you need to focus on is going to be making sure that you end the current cycle you're in with an overflow of energy. So you want to make sure that you're actually in the end of this cycle. You have one foot in this next chapter of your life and one in the old, and you're just sort of tying up loose ends. And I want you to be working carefully with your energy, not rushing yourself, being easy on yourself, because you are about to go into a big period of change. And this is really saying, okay, you know what? Make sure that you're heading into this next chapter with an overflow of energy rather than burnt out or in need of replenishing, because otherwise it's really going to throw you for a loop. So making sure you're working on your confidence, you're tying up loose ends this month, but you're really doing it in a way that makes sure your energy is nice and full and you're filling your own cup and you're taking lots of rest. Because we do have a lot of change coming. Now, I don't think for a lot of you Capricorns, this is going to be this month. I think your reading was basically those 4 cards. It was basically those things that we just said, like that is your February, but we're telling you why. And we pulled the Death and the Tower card together, which is really intense energy. The Death is ending of cycles. It's rebirth, right? It's the ending of something to begin something new. It's taking things away to make space for something new to come in. And the Tower is the complete change of your external world. So this could be a move, this could be a new job, this could be just some sort of shift. And they came up together. They're the 2 rebirth cards. They're the 2 big change cards that are saying, you know what, you don't really have a choice. This is happening. So let's get on for the ride. And what this change is going to do is bring you a lot of clarity in your life, but you're going to have to dredge that up from that subconscious. What subconsciously have you always wanted to do, but you always sort of push down because it feels unrealistic? 333. It's going to be different because I film these all separately. So you're like at the end of the reading, but in your reading before editing, it's 333 right when I said that. So you're really going to have to pull that up. Like, what have you continue to push down into the subconscious that it's time to bring into your life? This is a brand new energy, brand new energy. Even though Tower moments can feel really scary, they can feel so out of control. It's saying jump into that unknown and have that little shred of clarity of, what if I just went for this? Because you're in this energy of things shaking up. You literally pulled all the shake and change cards you could, and look at the other side. 3 of the aces in one reading. These aces are always new beginnings. So this is new beginning of clarity. And at the very end, we have new beginning of flow, of alignment, of path in life, and new beginning of abundance and money. So some of you, it might be that you just find where you're supposed to go next. You find this groove in life. For some of you, it might be a new job. It might be a promotion. It might be graduating. It might be something you really want to do with your career. But for all of you, it's definitely that clarity of, I know my next step now because I was just shaken out of my comfort zone. So that's something else you can do to prepare. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. Start working on those subconscious thoughts. Maybe do things like hypnosis, do things like meditation, do things like different sort of subconscious works to see what comes up for you so you can prepare. And this shake and this change can feel a lot more seamless and feel a lot easier. Really quick and simple for you. I also pulled a oracle card. It's called Stage of Play, and I'm going to read you from the guidebook because I just got this for Christmas, so I don't really know what the cards mean yet, but I thought it would be fun to pull you a card from this deck. So this oracle card says, when this card is drawn, your inner child is entering a stage of play. Soften your boundaries to let laughter in, and seek opportunities to let loose and have fun. So maybe this is a bit of direction here. Don't disappoint your inner child who knows how to have a good time. So this is a really nice reminder that even though this is a really intense reading, and it kind of shows like this time that's really like, whoa, a lot going on, allow this month again to refill your cup, to have fun, to seek out play. All right, Capricorn, that's all I have for you. Have a beautiful February. I will see you again next month for March. And now that's all I've got for all 3 of the signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Those were your readings. Let's move on to some astrological transits to see what is important in the skies for you this month based on your readings. The first one I think that's important for you is on February 4th, Venus enters Aries. Now this is for the next month or so until Venus moves again, but for a lot of you, you did pull this light energy, this more lightheartedness. It's saying have fun, embrace that inner child. And Venus in Aries does this. Aries is like the most childlike sign. It's inventive, it has imagination. Aries really jump from one thing to the other. They're more sporadic. and it has that like toddler of the zodiac energy. So Venus, which is love and our softness and our play, being in that sign of like exploration and excitement does really light a beautiful path for the inner child and just for fun and play and exploration. And then on the same day, we have Jupiter going direct in Gemini. Jupiter is our sign of abundance, money. So all of you who are like really calling in that money, who have that Ace of Pentacles card or that Wheel of Fortune card, and you know that things are meant to be brought to you, that is this Jupiter in Gemini. So focus on calling things in, starting really on the 4th in a lot more of a strong way, especially if this has to do with connection, using your voice, community, or using the mind, because that's what Gemini is all about. Mars going direct in Cancer is happening on February 23rd. So anyone who's being called to really take action, to have focus this month, or to balance their energies, that's what this is all about. Mars is action, but Cancer is very flow. And so they're very different energies. So it's a good balance in your physical body, in your physical energetic sort of space. And it's also good for like focus and action and really making things happen. So that's going to be for the next month or two after that date, but it really kicks off on February 23rd. So make sure that focus at the end of the month is set in boundaries, ready to go. All right, Earth signs, I hope you have an amazing February. It's a short one, so I'll see you a bit sooner than normal, and I'll see you in March. All right, bye. Have a magical day.